Sometimes I feel lost, sitting here thinking, wondering if I'm dreaming of what more I need. Seems like the word is fading from my heart. It's like, what is love? What is love?
Hey, yo, what's going down? I'm OD, and this is Slump Sessions, the show that is the culture. This episode is brought to you by Fish Scale 84. Head over to fishscale84.com. Get you some clothes, get you some gear, man. You're gonna be the freshest motherfucker in the city. And Reneka App Builders. Head over to RenekaAppBuilders.com. Get your website, get you an app, step your app game up. We got Quest over here.
Quest is over here.
Quest is over here.
Yes.
Hey, who do we got here?
Yolanda.
And front and center, we got Zamar.
Yeah.
Hey, I was really hoping you were gonna finish that. I was hoping you were gonna finish it. I was gonna do it, but I didn't want to even try it.
There's no point in trying it. He does it the best.
Yeah, I can't.
No, I believe everybody has their own y'all. Like I feel like
Yes.
I tried. It's
Yeah.
Just give it a yeah. There we go.
Y'all. Hey.
y'all. You're doing it.
Hey, because listen, because see the thing is, it's like everybody, you know, the way they do it is how you express yourself. So it's your own way of expressing.
Okay. Well, I got it.
I love the fact that you see it like that. Now I don't feel so bad for butchering it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I can always just help you out. Just y'all, like, you know.
Okay,
You're like, you're almost there.
So let's start it out with, who is Zamar?
Well, I am a songwriter, I'm a producer, and I am an artist.
Okay. You're a triple threat.
Oh man, triple threat. That's
Triple threat.
And he's a businessman. Don't forget about that.
Oh, yeah.
and
It's
a
quadruple
businessman,
threat.
of course.
Yeah.
Get that right.
How long? You like you said, man. You can answer anything with that.
That's it.
You can answer anything. That's like the perfect like ad lib that you can use for everything.
And anything.
Yeah, in any situation. So how long have you been doing music?
Man, I've been doing music for, I want to say about 8 years now.
Okay.
8 years.
8 years. And in the 8 years, did you start out doing the music that you're doing now, or was it like completely different?
It was completely different. I'm not gonna lie. I started off basically in church.
Okay.
You know, my father's a music minister, and also he's a graduate of TSU.
Oh wow.
So you know, he was in music. He is also in music. He's a musician. So doing the recitals and practicing like 24/7 all the time, I really grew up like listening to him, you know, play piano and the notes, the constant, you know, music going around. In church, I would sing in choir because he was a music minister. And then really it just got to a point where it was like, okay, you know what? I have a tone. I feel like I have something different to offer. So let me just try to get into it. And I just started singing, started doing different things. I started listening to different music and just kind of developed myself.
What are some of like your inspirations in music? Like whenever you were getting into it, what were you listening to at that time? Man,
honestly, you know, as far as, I'm just going to put it out there, as far as like the gospel side of things, because since I began from church, it was, you know, listening to like the Kimberells, the Smoky Norfolk, you know what I'm saying, Winans, you know. And then from there, it began when you start to move over to the secular side. Definitely on top of that was T-Pain. You know, like T-Pain was like, it's so weird. When I first listened to T-Pain and I you know, I seen his character and everything, I was like, man, that's like an older version of me. It's so weird. I'm looking in the mirror.
You're looking at me in the future.
Yeah, you know. But other than that, you know, definitely I'm inspired by all music all around. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm an artist. I feed on everything, you know, and I just constantly I eat it up and build myself, and I keep developing, you know.
So growing up in like the church and around gospel and church music, was like your family kind of like against the direction you were going, or did they want you to go into like the gospel, into the church side, or?
Well, Yes and no. Okay, yes, because my grandparents were very strict.
Yeah.
And they're super religious. Individuals. Now my mom and dad, they're just a little bit more. A little bit more relaxed when it comes to it. And they always tell me like, hey, God has you in this position for a reason. God give you a gift for a reason. And at the end of the day, that's when I start figuring out like, okay, well, if God does have me here and he's giving me this gift to reach out to people and use it a certain way, he's not going to just lock me up in church.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to reach the individuals that are not in church. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like, God gave me this gift to put me on a huge platform to speak to them, his way through, my way of music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How would you actually kind of like describe your music? How would you describe your sound?
Man, my sound. It's so hard.
I'm sure y'all think about this a lot.
All the time, man.
In every interview, I'm sure they ask you this. How would you describe it? Whenever I listen to it, I definitely get like the islandy vibes, but you can hear the influence of T-Pain and the church. And I hear an island T-Pain church guy.
Eclectic is the word that just eclectic, because it's literally like that's what you've heard.
Yeah.
But then there's stuff that you haven't heard, and you just go, oh, well, that don't fit with nothing. What did we call it? Bermuda?
Oh yeah. So like we kind of made a joke up out of it. I was like, you know what? I make Bermuda music. Like you haven't been to Bermuda. Nobody's been there and I come back. I'm like the only guy. Like what I'm saying? I can tell you some stories. Like
You're the Bermuda Triangle of music.
The Bermuda Triangle of music.
No, I've never heard such a different blend of different kind of like genres. Like you said, like church music, T-Pain, and in the island. Like, first off,
country.
And it's country is fun. Like
even on the Instagram, you can see the country. I've seen multiple pictures of you with the cowboy hat and
fresh.
He has like a whole country thing going on.
It's like you don't know what to expect because you're just so unexpected.
Right.
That's why he's an artist.
Yes.
There's no box.
Full around artist.
Yeah, no box.
Definitely my music is, full of R&B elements. So if they did ask me, okay, what is a genre that we can start you off at? I would say R&B. It's like a R&B soul.
Yeah, like even whenever you're putting it on like Apple and stuff, you have to choose like a category of what it is, and you usually go with R&B or
right. It's in between R&B and reggae
and pop.
Yeah.
And then there's that one country element.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I wish they just slapped Bermuda on there. Like, I'll be totally fine. Like, yeah.
So, where did you actually grow up, though? I mean, here in Houston?
Actually, no.
Okay.
I was born. I'm born and raised in Bahamas, Nassau.
Okay. Wow.
So I was out there, truly raised by my grandparents. And we came out here as far as high school goes. I came out here, did high school.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of college, different stuff like that. So, Houston is definitely my second home, but I am definitely an island guy all the way.
Hey,
okay.
Respect that. Shout out to my island people.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Y'all.
Where did the country element come in? Was that whenever you moved to Houston or?
Well, it did because, I met a guy, a good friend of mine. He was like a best friend. And I started doing music with him, and I heard his voice. He was like, man, look, man, I got this country, vibe going. Take a listen. So I took a listen, and I was just like, you need to leave rap alone. You need to go to country. Country is your deal. And ever since we got together, we just created country. And country music, country influenced music. I shouldn't say country because most people would be like, "Oh, that's not country. That's that's the new,
Whenever you hear country,
contemporary country, yeah. So let me clear that.
There's some country sticklers.
Yeah, they'll be like they'll charge you for a second. Yeah. They'll be like, yo, but I just got into that realm, and at the end of the day, I could definitely put my sound and my element, my sound into all elements, all different elements, country, rock, everything. But I have a specific sound that I can go anywhere with.
So we talked like off of doing this interview about your voice and how you manipulate it and stuff. Was that something you were doing from the beginning, or is that like something you've progressed with over time of being able to manipulate your voice into these very like odd but intriguing tones?
Never heard it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never heard it. Well, yes, it started off this way because most people don't realize I had, and still do, have a nasal problem. I'm nasally a lot, and I used to sing through my nose a lot. And starting from there, a guy, by the name of Sean, shout out to Sean, Michael, Circle Music Group, he basically taught me how to sing through my nasal issue. Basically I practiced and worked on it, and I developed a certain sound, and it was just like, yo, that's my sound. And so ever since then, I just started adding more and more pieces and more icing on top of the cake, and created this amazing cake.
We joke and say that he has like his own built-in auto-tune. Because like literally people would be like, oh my God, what is that? Like little noises that you would hear in the song, and you would think that that's like a sound on that's him.
It's a filter. That's just
Like even the little weird stuff that you hear was like he or something, it's just it's him.
Do that one more time. That shouldn't. What?
he has his own auto-tune.
I can't do that. How do you like your vibrato is like perfect, and you just like I can't, man, bro.
Because it's all practice, man. From the beginning, it's always been practice. I love my voice to the point where it's like, man, okay, what can I not do? And that's always a test to myself. Like, can I do something different now? Can I try something different? And will it work? And that's always been my thing. So I just kept adding different things to my voice and control it enough to where it's still respected as, okay, it's a smooth sound. It's something that, people can listen to and not just be like all over the place.
What really inspired you to just say, F it, I'm going to go full on and attack music as a career path?
I truly believe that if you really believe you have a gift and people are telling you you have a gift, like, and it's all honesty, like if people are like, yo, you are it, you got to go completely in. You got to go completely in it. You have to practice. You have to devote 100% of yourself in it, or else whatever you put in is what you're going to get out.
That's true. I fuck with that.
So if you put in 50% into yourself through the gift or whatnot, you're going to get 50% success.
Wise man. You look. Yo, say that again.
I was saying either that or you lose it.
Yeah.
Gang shit.
Yeah.
You use it or you lose it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So, what does your name mean, guy?
Okay, so now.
So your real name's not Zamar?
Well, my real name is in the Bermuda. No. No, I left that behind. But definitely, Zamar is definitely my stage name. It's a stage name I've been. Zamar Yauw is definitely a stage name that I've been holding for about 9 years, 8-9 years. Okay. Yeah. So it means Zamar means it's Hebrew for to make music.
Oh.
So it's crazy how it happened because, I was sitting in the studio with an old producer of mine, and he was like, man, what's your name, man? You can't, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, he was like, man, it should be something totally different. So we just start dishing out names, and Zamar came up. And I was just like, yo, that's dope. It feels right, And then we was like, cool, let's just rock with it. Let's look it up so make sure it ain't no curse, We looked it up, and it meant to make music. And we was like, wow, that's so perfect, So it stuck with me ever since. And then Yauw, my last name, also being my ad-lib, Yauw, actually came to me about, I want to say, about 7 years ago. So like a year after. And it was basically, I was in Florida at my cousin's house. And, going through the whole motions of being an artist and developing, I was always researching and learning the business and doing different stuff like that. And I realized in order to be a successful artist or be respected as a successful artist, you have to have, number one, a sound. Number two, what markets you? What is something that is like your brand, something that sets you aside from everybody? And I was like, man, I noticed it's an ad lib. All these artists that are out there, they do something with their voice or make a certain sound that distinguish them. And then you're like, oh my gosh, like that's who that is. So I just sat there and I started singing. And I was like, man, what is something that naturally happens when I'm singing? So I was going through the motions. And I was like, y'all, y'all. I'm like, at first the Y didn't come out all the way yet. It was just like, wow, y'all. And I was like, y'all. So coming up with the y'all, I was like, oh, that's it, you know. And then I said, okay, look, if I'm going to say this y'all, what does it mean to me? Number one, off the top, it means, you know, it's another form of Yahweh, you know, because at the end of the day, it's like every time I say it, I'm thanking God for the gift he gave me. It's like, hey, look, I'm just going to pay you respects real quick. Y'all, here we go. Y'all, like, okay. Secondly, it means you are ultimately worthy. You are ultimately worthy. To do anything you put your mind to, you're ultimately worthy of success, love, happiness, and everything else in between. So that's the way I live my life, and I expect everyone else to live their life as well. So.
You are wise beyond your years, sir.
So his thing is literally to make music, you are ultimately worthy.
I like the way, you know, you were kind of coming up with it, and then everything kind of just pieced
itself together,
and it went just full circle with it, and it is marketable. It definitely is. You hear it at the beginning of your songs, and it definitely draws you in.
Like, people don't even call him Zamar sometimes. They're just like, hey, y'all, man, or hey, y'all, or y'all guys.
Yeah, y'all.
Or they'll be like, y'all, come here.
And it makes sense, though, because you market it on your headband, you market it on your shirt, and that's what people hear whenever I hear it. Whenever you're starting out the song, that's how you start the song.
That's him.
And you, like, literally that's your thing, to where if you play a song, you're going to know it's your song in the first 15 seconds, 10 seconds.
As soon as I hear
or
it.
that he's featured on it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's featured, yeah.
Stuff right before his verse.
Oh, that's him.
And they be like, oh, it's that Zamar's on this. He's about to kill it. Like, you know. So, you know, and on top of that, you know, like, it's so crazy because when I first came up with it, I got so much backlash off of it, you know, in the very beginning, because, you know, I asked certain people, and they were like, that sounds stupid. That's crazy. Or
I was one of them. I was like, I hate that. Don't do that. But I was just like, it was the classical training in me. Like, don't do that with your voice. Don't say that. That's not a word. Don't do that. But I was like, it works for you, so keep it. But I don't like it.
It works for you.
Yeah. And so now
there's something
like,
about it that just works for you.
I do it all the time, y'all. You know.
and just like that, out of many people. And this is also, you know, a motivational moment. Many people are not going to understand something that you truly believe in until you just stick to it and you believe in it yourself. Number one. Number two, a lot of people are scared of new. They're scared of different. So, you know, people who are used to one way of something, they're scared of something new until it works and everybody catches on. Then they're like, oh, it's something that's normal. Oh, this is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So I just stuck with it. I felt right. It sounded right and everything. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to keep going. And finally, people started to catch. And people was like, okay, we know who this guy is. You know? And
I think, too, that's kind of sort of the people, like how you guys are like, no, I'm not saying it right. The thing is that I like it because it's everybody's y'all. Everybody's y'all is unique. And you don't have that nowadays. Like facts. Everybody says facts. Everybody say, what's the other one? What's the other one that they, no cap, you know, and it's the same thing. You can say it, but with y'all, my y'all is different from your y'all. It's way different from his y'all, you know, but it's your own unique way to do it. And because people aren't individuals, it's like, oh, I don't want to, I'm not going to say it right. There is no right way of saying it. You are you. Your y'all is unique to you. And that's how you just,
and it means the same thing. Everybody's, at the end of the day, it all means the same thing.
Yeah.
Ooh. So how did you kind of, I mean, just with developing yourself over time, how did you become so confident in yourself as an artist that even whenever we were at the Pathologs, you come up and you on point, you can sing to somebody? without even really knowing the person, you're just so confident. How did you develop your self-confidence as an artist over time?
Well, first, it's crazy. First, I began, it was at the mall.
Ooh.
One day, I got up and I said, you know what?
That's ruthless.
Oh, yeah. I was like...
Super savage.
Super savage.
Hey, yeah.
One day, I got up and I was like, you know what? If I really say I want to do this, I want to be a performer, I want to be an artist, XYZ, you know, I need to just be able to get in front of people and sing. So what best place to do that at the mall with strangers? So I went to the mall. I aimed for groups of girls, you know, my age, and some families, you know, just groups of people.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, hi, my name is, you know, Zamar. I'm from the islands of Bahamas. I'm a singer. I just want to sing something for you guys. And they're like, sure. But, you know, they're like, oh, boy, what are we getting ourselves into?
Where's the camera around here?
You know, and all of a sudden I bust out singing, and they're just like, oh, my God, like, do that one more time. They pull out their phones, you know. So it started off, it didn't start off that way at first, you know, because I had to get through the nervousness, like, you know, the shaky parts in my voice. And, you know, I remember when I first started out, I was like, can I sing for you? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, and they're like, okay, keep practicing, buddy. But you love your attitude. Like, you know.
You got the attitude right.
But after a while, once I start understanding, okay, you have a gift. You can't, you know, it's one thing to say, okay, I'm humble about it and I'm just like, you know, okay, you know, it's there. No, but it's just like we talked earlier. You have to have confidence in yourself. You have to, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to believe in you before you believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe in yourself, why should others believe in you? So once I start understanding, like, okay, my voice is different, you know, people react to it differently, and it's a positive thing. It's like, okay, when I approach this person, I'm going to sing to them, and I know their reaction is going to be like everybody else's. So overcome it. Confidence. And that's where it began. Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, just to really put yourself out there like that. And singing is so cutthroat.
Super cutthroat.
Everybody thinks that they're the person that knows how singing is supposed to be.
But it's opinionated.
Yes.
Just like music is. You listen. You like Blueface. I hate Blueface. I can't listen to that. I'm sorry. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Don't push me in the face.
He feels the heat. Like,
no, she's looking. She's giving me that death stare.
Because as an artist, it's offensive. It's like, bro, like this is what y'all like. Like
that's like that guy.
Ice JJ Fish. Ice JJ Fish. Whatever his name is.
No.
Something about you.
It's like, bro, y'all making this viral. You know what I mean? Like for real, but.
It's an offense.
But you know that's just straight, you know, everybody feeds off of arrogance or ignorance, you know. And it's so bad. I hate it that that's the way it is, but you know, whenever you see somebody, especially with social media, you put two situations up against each other. One person gave a person a meal to eat and saved their life, right? Another person got into a crazy fight, mooned Obama, and did this. Which one do people normally draw to?
See, this is the fucked up part. I want to see the guy that mooned Obama because
you know what I'm saying?
It's because it's hard to not be a part of that because like it's like what do we call it? Everybody, and you not necessarily want to be a part of the conversation, but you still want to be like,
what is that? Yeah.
Hey, what y'all talking about?
And that's just a horrible reality of things, and it's just like, man, you know what? But at the end of the day, that's why, you know, the music that I do, everything is on the positive side. It always has a message. And the same thing with that, you know, I have two rules that I kind of like, you know, made a covenant with God about, you know, with my music. If I'm going to be out here in the secular world or be able to be everywhere, number one, I don't cuss my music, and then number two, I don't degrade women. So those are things I just don't do.
Respect. I only have one song where I do not degrade women. Well, a couple of them I don't degrade women, but like where I don't curse and I don't degrade women at the same time. Kiwi Fiji.
That's hard. Like these days, it's really hard. And I guess whenever I listen to your music, I don't notice it because you're into the music.
Right.
Yeah, you're into the music. And I'm not thinking about this guy hasn't said a cuss word this whole time.
What?
And see, it goes to show that you don't need
exactly.
You don't need a cuss word Some people use it just as a filler, just to. But you write your music in a way that you don't need that.
You don't, and that's what I tell people. I tell people all the time. I was like, look, you just don't need those certain things to make a cool song or to make a song that can hit charts or whatnot. You just don't. You don't have to. Now, if you want to, if that's just your thing, that's just your thing. But people honestly believe, man, if I don't put nothing, no cuss word in the song, this and that, it's not gonna make it. They're not gonna accept it. No. If it sounds good, it sounds good.
You have to be intelligent. Like if you're intelligent enough to like be able to like make something like, bro, that slaps.
Hey, tell them, pick up your vocabulary.
Real talk.
Yeah,
you can. It's hard. It's hard. You're wrong. I hate when I have to do it. Like I used to do Christian music. It's hard. Like to just like. But I mean, the payoff is. It's like, man, I said some stuff. I said ambidextrous. I haven't used that word. That's real talk. Congratulations, expialitosis. Like,
so I kind of want to get, how did y'all two, meet, and how did you become the right hand woman for Zamar?
So this is my best friend, and
I was
gonna say, so I met him one day at the studio when I was with one of my old friends. And that was actually the day where he asked me, he came up to me same way. He's like, this is what I do. This is how I sound. I'm just like, just this, don't do all that with the note. Just, sing it straight, But I was like, it works for you, do it. And from there, our relationship just kind of sort of developed. He became my best friend. And then I guess I'm naturally like bossy. And I'm naturally in charge of stuff, and so I also have a business where I am a secretary, a virtual secretary.
Okay.
And I realized that him, as being my friend, was horrible at time management. So I was just like, listen, I love you. This is what I'm going to do for you. And so just helping him keep everything organized was kind of sort of where it was. And then it was like, okay, well, this person's not doing what they need to do. I'll just do it. And then, it was like, okay, well, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. And just go do it. Or, hey, come on, we have to go. And we just realized that I was really, really good at it. So then he was just like, you could do it.
And made my life way easier. This is the best blessing I've ever had in my life. When I tell you, and I believe, most artists can definitely, vibe with me on this. Like, because you realize as an artist, our mind is like all over the place. Yeah. Everywhere. We're trying to make music and that sometimes creeps over into our everyday life. We're just not aware of the outside world. We're just kind of like into ourselves and into certain things that we're focused on. So when somebody else comes in and it's like, well, that's their gift. Their gift is organization, being like straightforward with time and knowing how to kind of be direct and remembering. And you just can be like, okay, I'm just going to be the artist. I'm going to do what I'm good at. At the end of the day, there's no I in team. You need a team to you can't do everything by yourself.
Yeah, you can't do it all yourself.
You can't. So to have a team and someone like Yolanda definitely be on my team, I mean, everything started becoming more efficient.
Yeah,
so
I tell everybody.
She's amazing.
I tell everybody, I'm just like, if y'all want it done, tell me. Don't tell him. If it's not something that he needs to do right in that moment, I'll never hear about it.
So what is your background though? You said in contemporary music and
so I actually have a background in the medical field. I'm a nurse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But just like everybody else, I grew up in a church, and one day I was like, my grandparents say I was 3. I was picking at the piano and I started playing Jesus Loves Me. So I basically taught myself the piano between the ages of 3 and 5, and then at 6, my grandmother said, "Okay, I'm going to get you some actual music training." So I went and I learned how to play classical music and I learned how to play jazz, but I liked classical music more. It was just,
okay.
I've always grown up on that type of vibe along with the Christian music. So that was more so my skill set. And then being in church, of course, you learn how to sing. So I was in choir. I love theater. I'm a very animated person. But I always knew that medicine was the place that I wanted to go. Oh. So I have a degree as a nurse. But it was just being a single mom. with the schedule that you have to have as a nurse, and my kids being so young, it's just not feasible. So I was like, well, what else am I good at? You know, bossing people around. And so in 2017, seriously, no, in 2017, I was going through chemo. I'd been battling it since 2013. And my job goes, okay, Yolanda, like, we love you. You're awesome. But we have to have somebody who's good for production. And I would like pass out in the middle of whatever. And so then I was just like, okay, God, here we go. And then it was just like, okay, we'll start your own business. And that's kind of sort of how it got there. And then he was just like, hey, this is what you do. This is what I can do. This is what we can do for each other. It's kind of sort of go. And then it's just kind of grown from there, and meeting people with him, you know.
Sorry.
And meeting people with him,
Whoa.
you know, right? It's just, it's just kind of sort of grown into that way. And so like now I have like my own call center and everything that I run from home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it looks like y'all have like a good enough relationship, and you have a background in music to where you're able to help him, and he's willing to take, you know, the constructive criticism.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it was so hard in the beginning because I was so used to me being like, look, this is what I want to do. This is how I'm gonna do
This
it.
is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it this way.
And I'm bossy.
But it's cool because she still is. It's like she's like, okay, look, here is a point A and point B avenue. You still make the decision, but I'm just gonna give you
Another thought.
Another thought.
Yeah.
Just think about it. You don't have to do it, but here it is. But after hearing it, I'm like, that makes sense. So let's do that way. And then it works. And I'm just like, okay, I trust you more to, you know, I trust your judgment.
We joke like I'm the secondary brain.
Yeah. Basically, I'm the secondary.
Yeah.
I control the whole right. But I'm on the left.
Tell the artist, get you a Yolanda.
Yeah.
I am accepting applications for a Yolanda because I need one because I am ADHD. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yolanda's accepting applications for now.
But yeah, you know, but definitely, you know, definitely having a person like this on your side is very key. For sure. When it comes down to business, same thing. You know, she's the one that's negotiating because me, you know, and another thing artists can definitely vibe with me on is some of us artists, we have great hearts, and that can be like the downfall of us because we like to do stuff all the time for free, you know. We're just like, we feel emotionally attached to when it comes down to business. But some people don't want to accept that. They're like, oh no, we don't need this. I can do this myself. But it's like, man, you're gonna be broke forever. You need that person that's gonna be like, that's gonna look somebody in the eye and say, I don't care what you have. Zamar charges $5,000. Like, you know, I'll just, you know, and
dang,
because me.
He's
Oh,
like,
go ahead.
He's like, well, what's my? Well, what is it? Well, I mean, this is what is it? You know, or even with, you know, the way that his sound is, you know, like what he doesn't curse in his music, he doesn't degrade women in his music. So when people approach him, he's just like, hey, I want to do a feature with you. It's like, okay, cool, yeah, no, and I'm like, hold on, wait, let's look at what they have. What do they do as an artist? No, they got this, they got that. I don't think that's a good, you know, and that's just my personal opinion. Of course, you're going to do what you want to do, but this is the message that you have. You are ultimately worthy. This is the message that they have. What are y'all going to do that fits together? You know, now if you can come up with something, you know, but I am usually the person that's very, very skeptical. Like if you're talking business, I'm looking at you like this. That's
an intimidating stare.
But it's but the crazy thing.
Your mom ever look at you from across the room like, you a lying ass motherfucker?
I almost know.
I do that to my daughter all the goddamn time. She's like, I'm thirsty. You want? Yeah.
But seriously, man, it works though. It's like, you know, you gotta just. It's one of those things you have to allow to just give up that position to somebody else. You know, if you're an artist and you love your craft, there's one thing about being friendly and caring for people, but you have to leave charity at charity and business at business, and that's one of the things that I definitely learned, you know, early on in the start of my career, and that's why I started getting better.
That's dope. I didn't learn that till like recently. I've been telling him like, bro, we gotta make money. Like, there's no reason for us to be like hustling so hard and not see a payoff. Like, sure, there's clout, but I don't care about clout. I got a daughter. Like, I need money. I need money. I could be like, nobody knows me. I'll be behind the camera, not famous. I'm still getting paid though.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, and
except for today.
Yeah, like we got you. Oh, we got you on camera. See, like, but it's just like, you know, as a person that creating anything, whether you're creating your own business or you coming up with your own ideas, your own designs, I feel like a person should be paid for that. And people always want, oh, well, we friends, we this. It's like, oh, for free. It's like, nah, because what I'm providing you is more. Yeah, like I've grinded for this. I wanted this. Like with any artist, like I tell them, like, bro, put your don't just put it on SoundCloud, bro. Put it on, buy the beat, invest in yourself, buy the beat, and put that shit on something. Like, put it on iTunes, put it on a CD, get the copyrights, get your masters, bro. You ain't signing nobody, dog. Put that hoe out. Yeah. Because a year from now, when you like, man, I remember I put this song on fucking on Google Play and iTunes, like, they just gave me a $5,000 check. I don't even know who listening to my shit, but I got a $5,000 check right now. That's what happened to my homeboy. He's like, bro, you need to check your BMI. For what? Bro, remember that song we did last year? What song we did? We did do a Christian song last year. Oh, shit. we did that. I got a $2,000 check. I wonder how much my check is. Like, you know, I haven't even checked it. I'm just like, yo, I'm just letting it collect some dust. Like, for real. Because, like, 5-10 years from now, I'm going to go back and look at my royalties. Like, bro, I made 5, 6, 7, 10 grand off this song that, like, I did forever ago. Yeah. Artist game. Free game.
Yeah.
Free game.
That's crazy. Like, being able to, like you said, own your own masters and stuff, and all that is stuff that people don't think about whenever they're actually getting into wanting to do music. They just think, man, I'm going to do music, and there's so much behind the business end that Yolanda, she has to deal with, and that people don't even see.
Because music for us is a drug.
Yeah.
Creation for us is a fucking drug, bro. There's nothing that is more fulfilling or more therapeutic than sitting behind a laptop or sitting behind a microphone or sitting behind a camera and creating something, whether somebody sees it or not. The fact that you feel it, that's all that matters.
That's right.
You get lost into that the same way you get lost in some coke or some whatever anybody else wants to do, and you find yourself, but you lose yourself at the same time. Right. You lose sight of the fact that, okay, I'm sacrificing this, or I missed out on $1 million for not signing the right contract because such and such was in here and he just stole my song. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's crazy.
That's why you need her.
I'm the person that goes, this is your best friend. Y'all have been friends for years. You need a contract. This is my best friend. I've known him since forever. Guess what we have?
Contract.
Yes.
Contract.
Because it's not even one of those situations to where I'm expecting it to go south. It's just, if ever we have some you need clarification, let's go here. It's in black and white. And if you feel like it needs to be changed, or if we feel like it needs to be changed, it's right here in black and white, because money changes people, especially in a situation like this. And it's always like, okay, well, misunderstandings happen. We grow old. We forget. I thought you said 15. You said 20. What does this paper say? You know what I'm saying? There's
And if y'all are on mutual grounds like that, you can be like, okay, well, we can alter it now because this is involved, blah, 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 blah. Because we initiated on these terms, blah, blah, blah. Y'all already have it established, so it's out the way and done with. That's why y'all gonna stay together forever. Because y'all started right. Yes, a lot of people just like, okay.
And I tell people this because there are other services that I offer as well, and it's like my family comes to me and they're like this and they're like that. This is my cousin. I've been knowing you for 27 years. I've been knowing you for. Here's my contract. here's the family contract, because you get the family discount. You know what I'm saying? Here's this contract. Sign it, please, so that if anything happens, you know what I'm saying, this is what we have. And it's just business. And some people are just like, oh man, you gonna put me in contract? Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be. But
I hate those kind of people. They be like, those are the type you gotta watch out for, because they got a hidden motive. You know, and it's crazy, man.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna send it to my person, and we'll come back. We can be like for real, like real talk. Like you gotta have somebody on file. Like
that. Like even just because you're given a contract doesn't mean you have to sign it right there. You can take it. You can look at it. Yeah, you can make alterations. But like
I love doing that.
But yeah, like she said, I mean, if anything does go south, it's there in black and white. I mean, once you sign it, you're
legally bound.
Yeah, you're obligated. I mean, you're saying that, okay, I agree with what this says. And after that, I mean, it's done.
And see,
That's
the thing
where
is,
artists fuck up.
and the thing is, like, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, especially in this game, this is like business all the way. You know, this, you know, industry is very cutthroat. You would feel like people are your friends, people are this, people are that. No, it's business out there. You have to understand, like, you know, as soon as you meet somebody, business is first, friendship comes later. You know what I'm saying? Because good business, you can grow a friendship. Bad business, you can't. If you can grow a friendship and have bad business and end the friendship. So, you know, throughout my 8 years, you know, in this industry so far, you know, I really learned that, hey, I have to learn the business. I have to be able to move. I have to speak the lingo. You know, there's certain things I have to do. It's not all about my talent, because I can walk around all day and just be like, look, I can sing, blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like, I don't care. Can it make me money? You know, like, you know, and then they're like, you know, how can it make me money? If it can't make me money, that's cool. I'll see you on YouTube. You know, carry on with their business. So, definitely.
I've heard stories of artists getting messed over by bigger artists. Like the story about Diddy. There was this artist. They was like friends for years. Like I've known Diddy since I was like 3. But Diddy put a contract. Was like, I'm gonna sign you. Put a contract in front of his face. Dude starts reading the contract. It's like, bro, this is like a 360. Like you really trying to? He's like, and Diddy took the contract. Like I was just trying to see if you were gonna sign it. To see how stupid you are. Like it's essentially because I know I can see that I can make money off of you. I can use you and you in the, but you know we gonna be back. Like I'll see you tomorrow, right? You gonna ride in the Bentley? We gonna go get some drinks?
I think I heard that before.
Yeah,
it was on BET or something. It was some shit like that. I was like, yo, like, because people are cutthroat, like, cause they see an opportunity, like, to make some money off of somebody, and I'm gonna run with it, like.
And that's why you need a Yolanda.
That's exactly why you need it.
He was smart enough.
Yeah, he was smart. Yeah. At all, like, I low key got signed to a BS contract years ago. But the only reason why I got out of it is because I'm like, okay, there's gonna be a clause where if you don't do anything for me, you don't provide me with any, because I do everything myself. If you don't provide me with any services within the first year, then I'm not signing y'all anymore. And I'll hit him up like 3 months later, y'all ain't done shit, I'm done. Oh, yeah, we just terminate the contract. Bet. And then sign another thing, and I'm out. You know. But you gotta be smart, artists. Yeah. Smart, because they was trying to own my image. But how can you own my image if you don't provide me with anything?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I shot my own videos. I record myself. Find my own studios. No shows from y'all. Nothing. I don't know. Kind of backing.
That's crazy.
Super crazy.
Right.
It was just a trash contract.
That's right. But you know, to definitely tie it all up with that situation, you know, I always tell people there are 4 points as far as, you know, to becoming successful. And to work your way towards success.
Free game.
First one, free game. First one, you know, definitely is patience. You know, God will put you through patience. You know, you'll go through all these different things, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is that. You get so anxious. You want things to happen right away, but you have to understand things do not happen overnight. You know. Second is experience. You know, after having, you know, getting the idea of patience down, you know, you'll definitely go through different things, good and bad experiences, and these things will mold you into a better version of yourself. You know, so after doing that, the third one is releasing of bad habits, negative people, bad things. You know, that has a bad or negative influence on your life, because if you have those things around you, you can never elevate because you're so influenced by those things, and they will always pull you, you know, elsewhere. And the final one before that, after you done have patience, you know, you're learning that, okay, these things don't happen overnight. You done been through a little bit of this and that, and you see things for what they are, and then you release all the things that are around you, and you're kind of free to move the way you need to. The final one is receiving. That's when you receive all your blessings, you receive everything you worked for in this life, and you finally receive your purpose in life to where you're headed. So.
Wise beyond his fucking years, man. Zamar out here telling you what's the acronym for again? Tell us one.
You are ultimately worthy.
You are ultimately worthy.
Yeah.
I like that.
See? Everybody can do it.
Everybody can do
That's
it.
Right.
Tell them where they can find you on Instagram, YouTube, Yolanda. Let them know. What's your Instagram handles at? What's y'all at?
I'll let it go first.
Miss Y Barnett. It's MSYB as in boy, AR, N as in Nancy, E, T as in Tom, T as in Tom. If you're looking for any virtual assistant services, I am more than able to. Virtual assistant services, I am more than able to assist you with that.
And my name is Zamar Yauw. So you can find me on all social media at Zamar Yauw. And that's spelled YAUW.
It's on the headband if you can't.
It's on the
see it.
headband.
It's
If you
definitely on
can't
the
see it. It's
headband.
definitely there.
Hey.
But also, you know, definitely on the music side of things, I do have 4 singles that are out as well. The first one that we're really pushing right now is called Real Love. You know, Real Love is a song I made. It was like my first song on guitar.
That's what you played earlier.
This.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love that one. I love that live. If you have, oof, man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we can.
You want to play? You want to,
yeah.
dude? Let's mic him up. We've never done this. We're gonna mic him up, and we're gonna do a live rendition. No, we gonna mic you up. We gonna.
You can do it right there.
Yeah. No, we need to put this on there.
No,
Yeah.
you can hear it.
Yeah. So we can hear it. Put it like in the guitar hole. In the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all hear it? Let me see. So.
This is the first.
Oh yeah. So it goes like this. So say. Sometimes I feel lost, sitting here thinking, wondering if I'm dreaming of what more I need of. Seems like the word is fading from our hearts, and it's like, what is love? What is love? No patience involved, no one that's none at all. I'ma tell you now, you need to know what is love. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Feel the rhythm within your heartbeat. Just close your eyes and you'll see your real love. Whoa, whoa, real love. Whoa, whoa, real love. Whoa. So goes all y'all know. So the wall, yeah. Can somebody please hold my hand and we just dance, yeah. Go around and round again. You stare at me, I stare at you, and we just dance. I haven't felt this feeling in so long. Going in circles and circles all night long. Said, oh, how it feels good to be loved again. Just close your eyes and you'll see our real love. Whoa, whoa, real love. Whoa, whoa, real love. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That was another first here at Slump Set. Holy
Yes.
shit.
Today's just full of firsts.
Real shit. I love hearing you sing live, bro. I got chills. No homo. Dog.
I catch him every single time. Every single time.
Thank you.
Mad respect. I wish I could. I sing. I don't sing nowhere near that good. Bro.
Nah.
Nowhere near that good, guys.
Man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah,
Yo.
that song, man. You know that song's a real special song, man, to me.
Who is she?
Man, she's everybody, every woman. She's every woman.
You can't say that.
Look, right? No, but you know, it's just basically, you know, I made this song to cater towards, you know, bringing back a real love. You know, this generation and this time and age, everything is very quick. You know, it's like get together, sex relationships. You know, it's very fast paced, and it's like break up or divorce, or you know, but. It's because of, you know, I feel the music nowadays. The music doesn't encourage real love anymore. It doesn't encourage communication and actually falling in love with someone, you know. So I'm definitely pushing real love, you know, back into the situation.
They say that real R&B and real love died when men stopped grabbing in the air. And so he does that the whole video.
Yo, you was, bro. I told him, I was like, bro, you look like a real R&B singer in this whole, bro. Like, I was like, look at this shit. Like,
got the shirt open and everything.
Hey, wind blowing. Hey, yo, it's like
the wind flapping the bottom of the shirt.
And when Shawty just like walked past the camera and like, you couldn't even really see her butt, but he was still focused on. I was like, bro, this is like the video production. This is nigga, who shot? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, definitely. Shout outs to Trey with Apertex Films, and I did direct it myself as well.
You are an amazing director, sir.
Videos too.
You did that. You did that, sir.
Thank you.
Y'all Life Productions.
Y'all Life Productions, definitely.
Hey, we
Shouts to the whole team,
gonna,
for
yeah,
sure.
Whole team. We need to team up. Shit. Power up. What's up?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Man, I appreciate you for coming out. I definitely like what you're bringing. You're definitely bringing something different and positive to this music scene. Something definitely different.
Super different
than the average Houston artist.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. But I cannot forget to mention, I do have a show coming up on the 26th of April, and it's going to be at the Duck Off. Shout out to Josh Waters. It's the All Things Honey Tour. You know, so we're gonna be, it's gonna be crazy, mad vibes. I'm talking about real singers.
Coco Sullivan is gonna be performing. Josh Waters. Like, if you want real music, this is where this is for real where to go.
Yeah, band, everything. I mean, live music, everything.
Oh, so they got a band.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we gonna be live and direct. You know, bro, I love if you ain't there, you square, because I already told him I was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Where you gonna be at?
April the 26th.
April 26th.
Right, 6 days after 420, I'm gonna still be coming down off the weed I was smoking on the 20th.
and for sure, cannot forget to mention as well that song y'all heard. Number one, it is on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, all platforms, and I do have other songs on there as well. So once you look up this song, it's called Real Love. And you just have to look up Zamar Yauw, and it'll come right up. In that same song, I have a music video coming out. It's going to be released April 13th. So y'all check it out. Y'all
April 13th, man.
I'm gonna watch half of it, but I really don't want. I want to wait till 420. Like, that's like when everything is important. Like, everything is so much more important on the 20th, bro.
Oh yeah,
man.
Because like, bro, I'm telling you, like, bro, that song, bro, is like, I'm like, damn, dog, like, I'm cold. What is this? Like, when dudes sing, I just be like, that's what's up. I can sing too, but like, damn, nigga. I felt like there's certain people, like, they invoke that emotion in you, bro. And it's like I was thinking, I'm not gonna say who I was thinking about when he was singing that hoe, but I was like, yeah, I really I'm about to text her right now. Damn it. Because I can respect that. That's the whole reason why, like, a lot of people, like, 50% of relationships die, bro, because it's like they end a divorce, nigga, you never took the time to get to know this person. You just hopped right into it. Because there's a difference between dating somebody and then living with somebody and then, like, really putting your time, effort, passion. I feel like a real relationship is your girl coming out. Like, when your girl come out here and she help you film and shit. That's real. Like, my girl.
She had to watch the baby today.
But she sat back and she would let you do what you need to do because she sees your vision. And she's down to push you to do that. If your partner isn't helping you push your vision, all they do is shit on you and talk shit and say you can't be, you won't do it, they don't support you. Obviously, you are with the wrong person.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we need real love.
Real love.
Real love.
Y'all.
Hey, there we go.
That was not bad.
I like that.
That was not bad.
I felt that right here, bro. I was like, bro.
I felt that. Real love and passion came through.
That's my, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Song, man. Goddamn.
For real.
I might cry to that this weekend.
Man, I'll truly have to say that.
I might cry to that this weekend.
Off the record.
I'll truly have to say, man, I appreciate this opportunity, for allowing me guys to be here with you guys. And
for sure.
I appreciate you.
Definitely SlumpedSessions is where it's at. Y'all need to be here. Straight up.
Yeah, we didn't get the opportunity at Pass the Ox to get you on. We didn't get to talk to you. We talked to Yolanda, and we definitely have to do this again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh for sure.
This This is a good thing. We got a good little vibe going here.
Most def.
Oh, yeah.
Most def. Shit, we gonna be there on the 26th. Y'all gonna be there on the 26th. And if y'all ain't there on the 26th, because y'all lame. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quest said it, so it's true.
Hey.
You are ultimately worthy to be there.
Ultimately worthy to.
It goes with everything. It really does.
Now, listen, if you guys want tickets, definitely hit me up. They're not selling them at the door. You have to get them through me. So, definitely hit me up at Zamar Yauw.
On everything.
Yes,
everything.
on everything. Links will be in the description to both of their social medias. If you want, y'all don't have a website or anything, or
Not yet. We're
not
working
yet?
on that
Okay.
right now.
Okay. See?
Building.
Hey, man, check out the music. All platforms. You definitely ain't gonna be disappointed. Quest, where can they find you at?
I had a kid called with a K. Quest on everything. I believe.
Everything. Yeah. Sure.
Kid call with a K. I should change it, but I'm not gonna change it.
No.
I know it's a kudo to my favorite old '90s rap group guy.
Hey, man, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SlumpedSessions.
Gang.
Everything's gonna be in the description below. Be there at the show. Be there or be square. Check out the music on all platforms.
Zamar Yauw. Everything.
Be waiting. Be prepared for that music video to drop because that's gonna be some fire. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay slum.
Gang.
Sometimes I feel lost, sitting here thinking, wondering if I'm dreaming of what more I need. Seems like the word is fading from my heart. And it's like, what is love? What is love?